I've got like an ingrown hair, or one of those pimples right under your skin that hurts. It's right here. Hey, person number one, how you doing? What's going on? And person number one has skedaddled. Person number one, how you doing? What's going on? Feel free to write in the chat. Or not. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Let me turn the text-to-speech on real quick. Person number 2 and 3, what's going on? How you doing? Alright, I got text-to-speech on. What's going on? Where's everybody from? I don't know. I will be playing The Last of Us 2 after this. Generally, I'll stream on Playroom for a little bit before I stream. I am stuck on a part where where bloater is attacking me, and there are some infected attacking me. But so I'm hoping the autosave left me off in a better spot, because I was having some trouble there. But we'll see what happens. But thank you 1, 2, and 3 for watching so far. Mildred, if I'm reading your name right. Do you go by Millie? I could be reading that wrong, my blind ass. Hey, person number 4, how you doing? Feel free to write in the chat. But as far as The Last of Us 2, I am enjoying it so far. Well, this is actually the first part I've gotten stuck on. Which is kind of annoying, because I fought the bloaters before and it wasn't such an issue, but this is such a tight space. And I kind of screwed myself with how my weapons are. So, we'll see how I get out of this one. I'm thinking if I throw a couple Molotovs at the bloater, we might be okay. Person number 4, hi. How you doing? Man, with the fireworks already. It's not the 4th of July anymore. I don't know if you guys can hear that from the microphone. Those big explosions. But again, like before, I'm not sure how much of the game I have left. I've got to be at least 16 or 17 hours into the game. So I think I read somewhere that the game is 25 hours. So take my crippledness into account, when maybe I'm halfway done. I don't like the dogs. The dogs are annoying because apparently there's something on the screen that shows you if they catch your scent, and I can't see what that is. So anytime there's a dog, I just make sure to take out the dog first. And who wants to kill a little doggy? Oh. Actually, one of the upcoming games coming out, I think next year for the PS5, I'm really looking forward to is Stray, where you get to be the stray cat roaming around the city. That looks like it's going to be really fun. That'll be a game. That'll be a game that I will hope that we have a better screenshot system on the PS5. Oh, person number 3 left. I'm sorry, person number 3. Was I not entertaining enough for you? I still love you. Kisses. Um, that'll be a game where I'm hoping we have a better screenshot system than we do now. It's like I said, since I've been playing on the Xbox the last couple months just to try it out, since I got a dongle to hook up the PS4 controller to it. And their accessibility is a lot better than Sony's, so I'm hoping with the PS5 Sony steps their game up on accessibility. Because if I didn't have so many of my friends on PlayStation already, and Sony didn't have so many amazing games, I'd probably be more of an Xbox person. I still like the games on Xbox. Now that I've had an Xbox, I would rather have both. But I'd still mostly play on PlayStation because they've got all the exclusive games that I want to play, really. But I have enjoyed Microsoft Game Pass while I've had it and playing some of the other games, mostly just because I can use the zoom and some other accessibility features. Hey, Captain, how you doing? Um, and their screenshot feature is my favorite because I can connect the Xbox to Alexa, and all I have to do is tell Alexa to take a screenshot. The mobile app for the Xbox is way better than ours. I think we definitely need a revamped mobile app for PlayStation. I would like one where I could party chat from the mobile app, and I would like it so we can have a capture gallery directly onto our phones, so I don't have to send myself 23 frickin' messages to get my screenshots off, and I don't have a laptop. And I don't believe they allow um, you to send your screenshots out to Twitter anymore, so that's not a thing. We definitely need something better, and I'm hoping Sony, there are rumors going around that Sony's going to start pre-orders for the PS5 tomorrow. I don't necessarily think that's true, but I hope they announce something tomorrow. I would hope they wouldn't put out pre-orders until they told us everything about the system. But yeah, supposedly the rumors. Hold on, Captain. I'll get to your. I didn't get to read your thing yet. And my text-to-speech didn't go off, obviously. The rumors are they're supposed to be giving the sale price and pre-order tomorrow. But I don't want just a sale price and pre-order. I want to know more about the system. Can I use a PS4 controller on the PS5? What new accessibility features have you added? What other new things? What other new features? What's the UI look like? Is there an integrated assistant? We've gotten all these rumors about different things or patents that Sony's released. I just saw an article with a patent Sony filed last week where apparently, now mind you, this is just a patent. Patents can turn out to be absolutely nothing. But where you can basically take little short clips of the games you've played and make playable demos out of it. Now, if that's true, that would be amazing because I rent games so I can make sure how accessible they are. If someone could just play a game, cut a video clip out of it, and send it to me so I could try out a game, that would be amazeballs. That would be almost as amazing as SharePlay. SharePlay is another feature I love. I love doing that because it's so easy just to hop on and see how accessible games are. Plus, if I need a little bit of help in a game, someone can help me out. I wish I could stream and use SharePlay at the same time. That would be amazing. So, alright, let me get to the comments because I'm missing some of my text-to-speech isn't going off. I'm starting to get cottonmouth. This is going to be good if I have to play The Last of Us in a little bit. Especially because I'm stuck on those stupid bloaters. Oh, come on. So this is another reason we need an app. I need a better way to do this IRL streaming. This and this app it's absolutely ridiculous and absurd. I shouldn't have to work through two different apps to get this shit running. Come on. Refreshing. Searching. 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 Come on. There it is. Oh, now I gotta wait for it to sync to the PlayStation. Are you synced yet? Are we good? SharePlay is a great rental option. Hi, how you doing? Everything's pretty good. How are you? Yes, I am playing The Last of Us tonight. I'm currently stuck. I'm being attacked in a small space. It looks like an arcade by a bloater and a couple of infected. I got stuck last night there, but my back was starting to bother me, so we'll see. We'll see where this autosave leaves me off. Usually autosaves in game usually give you a little bit of leeway between you and the enemy. So I'm thinking if I throw a couple more Molotovs at it and maybe bust out my shotgun, hopefully I can take down the monster. I suck at dodging. Like, I just can't get the timing right to hit the button. Which, with the bloaters, you kind of need to be able to dodge. So, I keep dying. So, we'll see if this new strategy I thought of will work. I made the mistake of upgrading my bow, thinking, hey, I want to get explosive arrows. Instead of doing my shotgun, which I should have finished off my shotgun. I fully upgraded the handgun, because that's pretty much going to be my default. but I should have finished upgrading the shotgun for these particular situations. I was thinking I could try to lay down some mines, or some trip mines also. I don't know, we'll figure out the strategy. But that's another reason why I would like to be able to stream during share play, just in case I get into a spot that's just absolutely impossible. It'd be nice to have somebody be able to come on and help me out, or if I get lost, because sometimes when graphics are super ultra pretty, it's hard for me to see things because everything tends to meld together because there's so much detail. It'd be nice if I could get somebody to hop on and help me and show me where I have to go. By the way, if anybody wants to watch me lick my controller to play The Last of Us 2, feel free to sub. That'd be awesome. I'm almost to 300 subs. I got I think 268. I think as of yesterday. I'll also be putting on some other videos actually covering topics and stuff with me in my chair. Everyone's like, why do we ever see you in your chair? Yeah. So I'll record a couple videos of me bitching about certain topics in my chair at some point soon. I think I'm going to try to get up and do one tomorrow. I have to get over my own anxiety about recording videos, which you think would be weird because I can do live videos perfectly fine, but when I have time to actually think while I'm recording, my anxiety tends to take over and I think everything I do sucks. So I just gotta bite the bullet, suck it up, and get used to it. I'm also used to doing these type of things in a group. Like I've told you guys before, back in the early 2000s, I did a very small internet radio show and a podcast back when podcasting first started. And I'm just used to doing stuff in groups, not on my own, usually. So, but streaming has definitely helped me with that. How often have I do Playroom? I've done Playroom for years. I just I haven't done it as consistently the last year or so. I'm all the way back to when Ustream existed. Am I getting the PS5? That depends. I don't think I'm going to be able to use the new big fat controller because it's big like an Xbox controller, and I think it's going to be too hard to maneuver. Like I said, if you're not familiar with how I play games like this. So I'm moving the sticks with my mouth. I do the trigger and the L1 and R1 with my palms. And then if I need to do the buttons, I'll hit the buttons with my tongue here, maneuver with my left hand with the this analog stick, and I'll tweak the right stick with my tongue to be able to move the camera, which kind of leaves me fucked if I have to do the directional buttons. Which is why I kind of push for accessibility in gaming. But even when I play in the Xbox, I have to have a dongle plugged in order to have a PS4 controller connected to it. So if they allow me to use the PS4 controller on the PS5, I'll definitely get one. I'll try the DualSense controller, but I don't think it's going to work. And the fact is, even if it did work, I wouldn't be using the extra features anyways. I don't want the rumble because I don't want something rumbling in my mouth while I'm playing. I usually turn the vibration off. And I definitely don't need the haptic feedback on the triggers. And I don't need any resistance while pushing buttons. Oh, I lost the chat. Hey, thanks from the UK. I appreciate that. Hopefully, you play with it. Yeah, The Last of Us 2 is a cool game. Plank in his chair. Wow. Yeah, if you'd caught me 10 years ago before my back was all screwy, you'd catch me in my chair a lot more. I used to take my crippled ass outside all the time. Well, especially when I lived back in the city because there was more shit to do. But thank you for watching person 1 through 7. Thanks for sticking around. And thanks everybody who wrote in the chat. We'll keep going for a little bit before I switch games. And hopefully don't die 50 million times. What about you, Fliz? Did you see any launch games that are listed so far for the PS5 that you want? Assuming you're still in here, Fliz. Hey, person number 8, how you doing? Feel free to write in the chat. By the way, if anyone wants to check out my Instagram or any of that other stuff, my name is Ackrin on everything, Twitter, Instagram. I got a bunch of screenshots and pictures of, hey, there's pictures of me in my chair on my Instagram. Hey. Yeah, it did. I was trying to figure out, that game doesn't look very cripple friendly, but I want to try it. But I have a feeling because it looks very Overwatchy. Person number 7, how you doing? And I'm never good at those pew-pew games. My buddy Mike says I should try playing Overwatch on his account and just play as Bastion, which I believe is a gun turret. So all I basically have to do is plank down somewhere and just shoot people. Bastion. Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no problem. I'm streaming more, so I'm streaming almost every day. You sucked at Call of Duty? I wouldn't even try. What's going on, person number 9? How you doing? Where you from? Person number 10. What's going on? How you doing? How was your mood? How was your day? Or night, I suppose, depending on where you're from. Let me see, is my My controller plugged in? I think it is. Okay, so the controller's good. Let me plug in my phone so it doesn't die. God damn it. I can't wait for USB-C on PS5 so I can take this fucking dongle, fucking converter off my phone. For real? That's what I thought, bitch. Do I think eventually they'll make a PS5 Pro? I don't know enough about computer specs to speculate. I could ask my brother, he probably knows about all that stuff. If I see him next weekend, 'cause he was supposed to come by and clean up my PS5 this weekend, but he got busy. But you know what? Next time I see my brother, I'll probably talk to him sometime in the middle of the week. Uh, I'll ask him and see what he says. I don't know anything about computer parts. I used to know all that stuff about computer parts when I used to do the radio show and stuff, because I had to change parts on the computer and stuff all the time. But that was back between 2003 and 2006. I'd be way out of the loop on anything as far as computer specs. What I wish I could... Is that Dog Cat? That's fucking Dog Cat. I didn't realize that was you who asked that. How you doing, Dog Cat? Why do you feel sorry for me? I'd rather do it myself and it take a little bit longer and be a little bit harder to do it than have somebody do it for me. That's why I game the way I do. That's why I game the way I do. I try to do as much as I can on my own. It's gotten harder over the years because my arms have gotten less, gotten more contracted. But if I can do it myself, I'm going to do it. I need to drink some water in a second. Big booty. I definitely don't got a big booty, but if you can point me towards a big booty I could see, I'd be happy to look. Did I miss anything? Big booty ass. Yeah, I'm definitely liking it. Like I said, it's especially good with all the accessibility settings. I couldn't make it through the first one. Again, I'm not quite sure how far I am in, oh, it's gas. Um, hey, gas. I couldn't make it through the first one, but I'm pretty far on this one, I think. Let's just hope I can get past these bloaters. Well, the one bloater. I should do more manual saves. Oh, excuse me. Just in case I get stuck in an area like this and I need to actually craft stuff. What'd you do to your back, guys? Did you hurt it in the bathroom? Am I getting ghosted? Nah, I'm not interested. Person number 10 or 11, 10, 11, how you doing? What's going on? Sorry, bro, we're not talking politics today. Come back another day and I don't mind talking politics, but that's not what we're talking about today. I'm sure I'll make YouTube videos on politics soon enough. Got no idea, I just turned funny and now it won't stop hurting every time I move. Come on, be honest, you hurt yourself masturbating. Come on, guys. You can admit it. You yanked a little bit too hard and threw out your back. Alright, let me text. I don't mind talking politics, just not today. If I'm going to do that, it's going to be a stream about it. It's not going to say pre-Last of Us stream. I have no problem talking politics because I can disagree with someone without having to hate them because they don't agree with me. And I can have a civil debate without resorting to either punching someone in the face or calling them a fucking moron, usually. And without hating their guts. But there's a time and a place for that, and that time is not now. Alright, let me text Nikki real quick and tell her that I'm going to start the stream in about 10 minutes. Well, I'm gonna switch to The Last of Us 2. I just realized I did not have anyone leave me a snack. Oh, that's gonna suck balls. Alright, send her that so she knows. Hell yeah, Bug Snacks. You know,
Bug Snacks for you.
Hell yeah, Bug Snacks. I've already actually been in contact with the developers of Bug Snacks Young Horses to tell them, to ask them about accessibility. They're also the developer comes out of Chicago, so. So yeah, I've already been talking to them. I gave them a whole list of accessibility features already. Asked them if they could try to put any of them in the game. At this point, it's kind of hard to throw that stuff in there when the game's 6 months away. You kind of have to be thinking about accessibility from day one. But it was pretty awesome. They asked me to give them just a list of stuff. You know how pissed I was when in the trailer when they ate that cute little strawberry thing? I think me and Nikki were watching the stream together, and I was like, no. Actually, if they sold a Bug Snack, the little strawberry one, I would totally buy a plushie of that. I also asked them. I also hinted at them to ask them if there was going to be a taco Bug Snacks. I kind of poked and prodded. I'm in their Discord, so I go in there and I talk every so often. The most accessible game I've ever played? The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2, hands down, is the most accessible game I've ever played. I mean, unless you want to count My Name is Mayo, where all I do is push one button. But as far as a game that's made accessible, the Last of Us 2 definitely wins out. Hey, person number 67, how you doing? What's going on? Feel free to write in the chat. Feel free to sub. I'm going to be switching to The Last of Us 2 in about... Alexa, set an alarm for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
I need to drink some water. I'm thirsty. This over here. Oh, I wouldn't... Oh, and that water came shooting into my mouth. Ugh. Almost killed me. Well, I definitely think it will, because Sony actually has a accessibility consultant or manager or something now, which they didn't have before. I've actually been texting with him too. when Sony released the first images of the DualSense controller, uh, they knew accessibility was going to be an issue, so they told us they told anybody concerned with accessibility to tweet this guy, and a shit ton of people did. Oh, come on. Thank you. I mean, look what they did for Dreams. Dreams is really accessible. They were totally open. I wrote them a whole bunch of stuff too, Media Molecule, and they added a whole bunch of stuff. Accessibility isn't necessary. I mean, it can be hard depending on the genre of game you're talking about. The thing is, when it comes to accessibility, you have when you have to understand how game development works. And like I said, from my time writing for Able Gamers and talking to developers, you have to understand how the game development process works. When they're going to start adding stuff like that, they have to start doing that from the beginning. It has to be something you're already thinking about putting in. Because adding it, for example, I forget what developer. Oh, it's losing. It's I'm forgetting which developer I just tweeted. Asked them for if they could add some things, or I gave them some accessibility advice. But they said they weren't sure if they'd be able to add it because of the fact that they're a small team and quality testing had already happened. Because even adding small accessibility features after you've already released the game can completely fuck shit up. I agree. Well, that's why when Sony and Naughty Dog came up with all the accessibility features for The Last of Us 2, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to rent the game from GameFly or uh, buy it directly. And once I realized, one, I wasn't going to get the game from GameFly on launch day, I decided it was better for me just to buy the game because of the fact that they added so much accessibility to the game that I should just support the company uh, and support Sony in adding those features. And it turned out pretty well. Like I said, the only part I've been stuck on is the part that I'm on right now with the bloaters, and that's more so my fault because the way I kind of backed myself up, and I'm kind of running out of ammo right now, and it's in an enclosed space. So that's more my fault than anything. So I'm hoping, like I said, I've got a plan for when I start the stream again, and well, whenever the alarm goes off, I'm gonna switch to The Last of Us 2. But I've got a plan. I'm hoping how I can fight off this bloater and the other infected that come through. So we'll see if it works. I might die a bunch of times. I'm just warning everybody. Person number 7, how you doing? Everyone's just leaving gas in here to talk to me. No one else wants to say hi. I wish I knew any What games does Blizzard even release on console? The only game I've ever played from Blizzard that I can think of is World of Warcraft, and that is when I used to be on the computer all the time. I used to play WoW all the time. When we used to have the radio show, I used to have 2 computers set up on the desk. Uh, and me and my buddy Mike would be playing World of Warcraft. Uh, one on each side of my table. I heard a rumor that WoW might be coming to consoles. I don't know how true that is. Oh, Diablo! I love Diablo. Oh, I love Diablo-esque games. And Diablo would be easy to make accessible, kind of, I would think. All they really need to do is add uh, text-to-speech. Sony would have to unlock Zoom. That's one thing Sony needs to do. They should unlock Zoom while streaming and make it similar to Xbox. The way Xbox works is what they call it magnifying. Once magnifier's on, I can adjust the level of magnification, but I can also still move things around. I can still move things around with the analog sticks and the every other button except for uh, the triggers. I can still use. Uh, so I would hope they would adapt that from Xbox, because that magnifier is absolutely amazing. And if I could activate that by voice, that would be even better. Because on the Xbox, because I'm using a PS4 controller on the Xbox, I've got to hit the PlayStation button, and then I've got to hit the share button, which is a pain in the ass. On the PlayStation, all I'm going to do is hit the PlayStation button and the square button in order to activate Zoom. The problem with that is I can't Zoom while streaming, which is most of the reason why I have to quit most of the games that I stream. Most of the time, it's because I can't read something on the screen. Which sucks, because I prefer streaming and playing something than just playing it on my own at this point. I've gotten used to you guys. I love you and missed you when you're gone. That's one of the other reasons I like Minecraft Dungeons. It's basically just Minecraft Diablo. It has text-to-speech. I've been playing it on the Xbox with my brother's girlfriend. I bought it for the PS4, but I don't have anyone to play it with. I know there's a couple streams of me playing it, but that's a game I kind of have to play with other people because it gets a little difficult to play on my own. Alexa, cancel. Alright, guys. Oh, wow, we just jumped up to 10. See, why did this always happens? I go to stop the stream to either start another stream to stream a different game, or I go to leave, and then a shit ton of people show up. I am about to switch to The Last of Us 2 and hopefully get past the part that I'm stuck on. If you would like to watch me lick my controller to play the game, feel free to sub. That'd be awesome. Oh, of course, my back wants to start bugging me right now. This is wonderful. But like I said, I will be back to lick on my controller. I'll be back at some point tomorrow. Me and Nikki will probably do a stream at some point tomorrow during the day. I think I'm going to turn on the stream when she plays SpongeBob tomorrow because it's freaking hilarious. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the follows and the subs. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I just got to switch games and set up my tweet for the tweeters. And I'll be back with The Last of Us 2. Thanks again for the follow again. Like I said, I will be back in about 5 minutes. Let me write out my tweet, drink some water to get my mouth all ready to lick all up on this controller. And I'll be back. Love you guys. See you in 5. Alright, let me field any questions that are on the screen real quick. I don't want to be an asshole and not read my last couple comments. Let me do that first. Good night, Taco Booty. Good night, Gaz. Oh yeah, you're not going to watch me, Gaz, because you're going to play The Last of Us 2 eventually. Alright guys, I'll be back in 5.